I want every single African to just type in the comment section, Ghana, thank you. Thank you, President John Mahama. Thank you. I just want you to type it in the comment section.
Why? Ghana is ranked among the highest of hospitable countries in the world. But please know this before coming to Ghana. Ghana is a country that is very rich in tradition and culture. Just like in Travel Guide, rule number 1 states that whenever you want to travel to a country, know the custom and traditions of that country.
Right now, Ghana is now the most desirable country in West Africa because the whole world is now applauding Ghanaians and President John Dramani Mahama. This group of Nigerians we're seeing applauding Ghanaians and begging Ghanaians to release John Mahama for them. And according to this man, he said that Ghana is the most desirable country currently in West Africa. You guys, I'm going to be allowing you guys to watch this video, but please like this video, subscribe and share. Let's check out these videos together.
Guys, tonight again is another news about the United Nations and Ghana, Donald Trump. I'm going to go straight to the point. But first of all, I want every single African to just type in the comment section, Ghana, thank you. Thank you, President John Mahama. Thank you. I just want you to type it in the comment section. Why am I saying thank you to President John? Listen, what is the response from Donald Trump about every single move that President of Ghana is making? I want you to remember in September, we're still in September, right? In September, mid-September, about 14 African deportees were to be sent to their own home country. But their home country rejected them. These are not criminals. These are not people that have committed any offense in terms of criminality in America, just that they have overstayed and America decided to send them back to their home country. About 14 of them, and 13 of them were Nigerians and 1 from Gambia. What did Nigeria and Gambia do? They rejected them. But Ghana accepted them, brought them in. Ghana is trying to reshape the hope of Africa. It's rewriting the story. I don't know who gave this man the kind of wisdom that he's using to rebuild Ghana and Africa, redefining every single thing that comes in contact with him. Remember, US was dispensing banning and restriction on a lot of African countries, and Ghana was part of those countries that were receiving those ditches of ban and restriction, visa restriction. And guess what? Because of this attitude and behavior of accommodating, look at what this man is doing. Let me explain it to some of you that don't understand. Because if you have a child that ran away from home for whatever reason it is, and wherever he ran to and the person say, go back to where you came from, and you are also pushing it back on the person, it speaks volume that home is not good. Guess what Ghana did? Say home is good enough for African to return back. We can accommodate our own people. We can take them in. We can deal with them. We know how to manage them. And 14 of them were sent to Ghana. Guess what? America, Trump administration says, okay, we still have more. And Ghana say, okay, up to 40, we are still able to accommodate them, bring them. Ghana agree to take in more deportee. What a way of life. It's an example. And what happened after that? Look at the way US respond to that. They lifted the ban on Ghanaians, citizens. The restriction that was placed on Nigeria, on Ghana, and other African countries, Ghana's was removed. That is number 1. And number 2, that Ghanaians are doing. This particular president has a vision for Africa, not just for Ghana. Nigerians are not Ghanaians. Gambians are not Ghanaians. Now, he went to the UN and gave a speech that was in favor of Sudan, was in favor of Ghana, of Nigeria, of all Africa. This guy has a vision. This man has a vision. He's a man of vision. The vision is clear. There was a time, about a year plus ago, that the economy of Ghana, about 2 years, 3 years ago, was a little bit shaken. Guess what he did? He did what we call a reset. He set up a committee and they did a reset. And just about a year ago, Ghanaian currency was even doing more better than dollars. Was rated as one of the best currency that is doing well in the world. Are you telling me that vision don't work? Vision does work. When you come into power with vision, it does work. And guess what? Because what this man is doing is endless. It's just reshaping a lot of things. I'm just pointing out. Now, how many of you notice his dressing when he came to that United Nations? How many of you notice his dressing that he did not wear a suit? He wore African attire. And that stuff was intentional. It was intentional. Every move, every step, every speech, every word, every smile, every single thing he's doing is intentional. These are the kind of people we need. He's raising the bar. He's raising the standard. Recently, some group of people in Ghana, they were spreading rumor that he was not going to leave power. Remember, Ghanaian election is coming either in 2027 or 2028. And some folks were suggesting that President John was not going to leave power anyway, that he was going to still contest and still fight to remain in power. Despite the fact that some group of people wanted him to continue on all of that, do you know what he did? It's very unlike African. He came out, not using a spokesperson. He came out and he said, no, he's not contesting. It's not contesting. But what he will do, he will make sure that the election is fairly conducted and every single thing goes smoothly. That he will make sure there is no corruption. He will make sure there is nothing missing, that the election will be conducted the way. And look at what he's setting. He's setting a high bar for the next person. This is the way the Western world is built. This one is setting a standard. It's not dropping the bar. It's not dropping the standard. It's raising the bar high so that the next person that is going to come will not in any way try to mess around with the system that is being put in place. This is what we call leadership. And for me to jump a little bit again to Botswana, how many of you have heard what President Boko is doing? Is doing a lot. You know, Botswana depends on their diamond for their economy to rise and to do everything that they're doing. But recently, not just recently, few days ago, look at what he did. He said, you can now become Botswanan citizen or a citizen of Botswana by investment. You can become a citizen by investment. Go and check the news. That's about 2 days ago. You can become by investment. So if you decide to invest in Botswana, you can be given citizenship. Is it not the same thing Donald Trump is doing? That before you can come to America, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do that, because every single person is actually rooting for their own nation, for their own country. If you're not aware, there is a lot of competition of who is going to perform best in Africa right now. And for those who don't understand what is going on, maybe in the next 10 years, they'll catch up. If you're still playing politics of corruption, of looting, of destruction, you will have no place in this generation. This is a generation that their eyes have been opened. And for me to cap this one up, this is where we need to go as Africans. You see this United Nations? We need to let them know that Africa can work together. We need to fight our own war to defeat poverty, to defeat corruption, to defeat all kinds of things that is going on in Africa, and build a coalition, a connection, just like what Gambia is doing, just like what Botswana is doing, just like what Burkina Faso is doing with Ghana and the rest. We need to build something and defeat our own fear and stand for ourselves. When 54 countries stand together, nothing on this planet Earth will be able to defeat us. And by the way, the black nations around the world is over 70. And out of these 70, if we stay together, nothing can stop us from getting to where we're going. If you love what we're doing here, hit that like button and follow us. Say congratulations to Africa and to Ghana. I love Ghana. I love what this president is doing. God bless Africa, and we are going to the next dimension. Remember, Africa Human Capacity Development is coming big time.
I don't see a lot of videos in circulating social media say Ghana visa ban from the US was lifted because Ghanaian government has set to take the criminals from America to be deported to Ghana. And here, what I have to tell you, if any country should be accepting that criminal, that should be Nigeria. But Nigeria government refused to take this criminal because they say, oh, they're not from Nigeria. You understand? Okay, now, we call ourselves the giant of Africa as Nigerian, but we don't want to actually have anything that has to do with supporting African country. We remove ourselves. Because now, okay, look at Ghana, for example. Ghana took these people in. I think about 7 of them or so. Ghana took them into Ghana because they are West Africans. They are part of the ECOWAS, right? Isn't it? You don't know what the ECOWAS stands for? Support yourself, right? They took them in, and America say as a reward, we are lifting the ban for your country. You understand? So this is not about because we want they lift the visa. That's why they took the criminals. No. Number 2, this is not the first time Ghana has been doing this. Go and check the history very well. During the Liberian War, Ghana actually had a camp for the refugees from Liberia. They stayed here. It's a place called Liberian Camp in Ghana without any reward to Ghanaians or to the Ghanaian government. So don't think because of this visa, that's why Ghanaian government is actually taking this criminal in. No. They took it in, and as a reward, they are giving it to them and say, okay, we are lifting up the ban for you. Some people say there will be more criminals coming to Ghana, real criminals coming to Ghana. No. That's one thing people don't know. Ghana, for example, is the motherland. It's the motherland for a reason. So you just should put some respect on Ghana. When talking about Ghana, put some respect on Ghana. Stop talking Ghana like say Ghana now one kind of country. Ghana is a solid country that cares about Africa, that cares about one nation as Africa together. You know, without excluding one particular country or one other country. Until you come here and show yourself. Otherwise, Ghana love everybody. Ghana welcomes everybody. Peace and love. God bless Ghana. God bless Nigeria. Ghana, Nigeria, Presido. I don't want to hear that rubbish when I talk about Ghana again. No. I beg. Peace.
All right. This message is for Ghana. Ghana, we are brothers. We are friends. We are neighbors. We are one. I am good man from Nigeria. On behalf of my group, the Supernatural, we want to ask you for a favor. Please, it is very, very urgent. Don't say no. Do us this favor. It will favor us a lot in this country. We are not asking for too much. It is just a favor. Please, Ghana, can we just borrow your president?
Ghana, borrow us your president.
Ghana, please, can we just borrow your president, John Mahama? At least let him come and address our politicians. We saw what he did at the United Nations recently. His message was so powerful that it can break the heart of stone. That is why we are pleading and asking. Please, Ghana, can we just borrow your president?
Ghana, borrow us your president.
Ghana, please, can we just borrow your president? Not for too long, just for a while. Let him come and address our politicians. We are going through a lot in this country. We are going through a lot. We need to come and address them. I believe his message will perform signs and wonders and miracles. Thanks in anticipation.
Today, I'm going to talk about one positive thing Nigerian government have done. And you Ghanaians listen, because you lot don't have respect whenever Nigerian name is mentioned. When American governments Donald Trump started his immigration crackdown. He said he was going to deport criminals into Nigeria. In fact, he said criminals from West African countries, he was going to deport them to Nigeria. Nigerian government said, no, we ain't taking them. Even if we're going to accept deportees, we're not going to accept criminals, especially those kind of criminals from every African country. No. You know what Ghanaians did? Ghanaians said, excuse me, sir, we can take them all as long as you remove the visa restriction on us. Nigeria say, America, even if you like, restrict us, even if you like, stop our spirit from dreaming about America. We're still not going to accept all those criminals into our country. But Ghanaians being who they are, as per who them being, and they always want to show themselves. Ghanaian government accepted those criminals into their country, and they were all deported into their country. Today, they have reversed the visa ban on Ghana, and you lot are celebrating. I want you Ghanaians to remember this and know this today and know peace, that the day American government will start deporting the proper criminals. When I say proper criminals, I'm talking about those criminals you watch on the TV that do powder substance, those dreaded and fearful criminals you hear and watch on TV. When America will start deporting them, guess where they're going to ship them to? They will ship them to Ghana. You know what America do? America is a business country. In fact, Donald Trump is a businessman. We all know that. Let's give him that. He's just there for business. He's there to make money. You make your money. Everyone is happy. Let's try and avoid war and keep everyone sweet. You know what I'm talking about? Now, that's what they're going to do to you Ghanaians. And I want you people to remember today, may God no punish some of you now. The day it will happen. Shebi, your president don't run, go collect criminals. These are West African criminals. Just because he wanted a visa restriction. What is so special about American visa? You basically telling them, yes sir, I can do anything, whatever you want us, sir, we can do it. You basically going there to buy your head for American government. That's what the Ghanaian president and the Ghanaian government done. And you lot are not seeing it. You lot are not saying anything. The day it will backfire, the day the proper criminals will be deported back to Ghana, the day you guys are going to receive the proper criminals. If any of you mention Nigeria, hey Chineke, if any of you say these criminals are from Nigeria, thunder, because it's going to happen. When our government don't go sell on a cheap, your government even refuse to acknowledge you people. They refuse to safeguard you people by accepting criminals from America. You people are not talking. You people are not saying anything. You lot are celebrating because you have never been to America in your life. Your country is not even as good as Ogun State. So anything visa, the shakuna. Don't worry. I'm just here to remind you, like I said, the day the proper criminals will be deported back into your country, make una no cry. If you not cry, say na Nigerians. Hey, Ogun.
So I have been seeing some Nigerian content creators backlashing the Ghanaian government over the West African deportees that were accepted in Ghana. This is simply because you guys are ignorant and you do not understand diplomacy. Let me explain. Let me school you a little bit. Now you see, as a government, you need to understand that certain decision will make or unmake your citizens. And so you have to be critical about every decision taken. Now, these deportees are not whites. They are West Africans. And their own citizens or their own governments refuse to accept them because they claim to be criminals. But tell me, who will reject his own child because a child is a criminal or a bad child? That's not possible. Also, ECOWAS has rules. If these people would not be accepted by their own country through the American ports, be accepted from another West African nation because ECOWAS has got rules. So Mahama or the Ghanaian government went into an agreement with the American government and said that, okay, what is the outcome of our action? What will the outcome of our action be? And the outcome of your action will be that you will accept these West African deportees in your country, and then we would lift the visa ban on your people. Remember, this visa ban was not done during the NDC government. It was done in 2019 under the Akufo-Addo government. So what do we do to allow our people enjoy this benefit? Remember that these West African nations cannot reject these people from our ports, from our airports, or from our borders. The law states that they cannot reject them. So let me accept them, and then from Ghana, we will deport them to their various countries. One thing you also need to remember, that majority of these deportees were Nigerians. Only a few Senegalese and a few Togolese. The majority of the numbers of people that were deported to Ghana were simply Nigerians. So you guys should be giving our president some accolades for accepting your criminals and sending them to your country through our ports. Again, you guys do not understand diplomacy, and because your government do not care about you, the citizens, they will not take certain decisions that they know will benefit you. They will simply not stick their necks out for you. And you people ignorantly do not understand this. So you just come on social media, turn on your phones and start blah, 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 blah. Learn. You guys should research.
Exactly. Nigerians should channel their energy on how to develop their country instead of channeling their energy on what Ghanaians did or what Ghanaians did not do. You know, diplomacy, one thing about Ghanaians are so gentle, sweet, very diplomatic people. But Nigerians are not like that. Nigerians are not gentle people. And that is why when Ghanaians do some kind of thing, they begin to look Ghanaians like they are behaving out of point. But that is not how life is supposed to be. Some Nigerians are really begging President John Dramani Mahama to become their president because of the speech he actually gave in New York. President Trump actually acknowledged him, and it was a very powerful, very standard speech. In fact, President John Dramani Mahama is not seen as just Ghana president. He is actually seen as a spokesman, the president of Africa, because what he's actually doing, he's actually going through the footsteps of Kwame Nkrumah, and that is what a lot of people are really seeing. Ghana is actually making the whole world proud because Ghana is an example of good African, example of Africa. And some Nigerians are really finding it hard to understand, and still yet they are bashing Ghanaians, you know. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on the comment section. I still remain simply Lillian. Currently, Ghana is the desirable country for Africa. Let me know your thoughts on the comment section. Please like this video, subscribe and share. I will see you on my next one.